Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, Be Funk, Think Right, and all my glory today, doing what I do in my lab out here. It's a little chilly, but I'm doing it for you. Understand that. Let's get this party started. Right as in 25 minutes live by. Storyteller. Story with a message in the story for life. Life lessons is what I'm giving. You tuning in and receiving them. I hope you use them. That's what I give them to you for. Let's go. Use it. Right thinkers' mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and hopefully motivate you and every other individual to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get to know yourself a little better. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the mission. My job is to do just that for all my right thinkers and all for those who want to tune in and join this idea, this concept. You're welcome. That's what I do for you. Now I'm going to ask you the question. This is the question you want to have an answer to for yourself. It's called, the question is, know thyself. Not a question, but really was a bequeath. Last one in Testament type of deal for the people. Know thyself. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. You know some of them. Disregard them for that reason. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. They're teachable. Tune in. I can teach you. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them with spiritual knowledge of self. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. I can wake you up. I got the knowledge that you need. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinking, know thyself. Until my be true. Today, hope you enjoy this one. I'm taking it back to when I was a student about over 20 years ago. I bought a book called Thinking in Destiny. That book is heavy. After 20 years of rising my knowledge of self and educating myself with knowledge and understanding, I put the book down and picked it up again. I breezed through it. I appreciate that. That's called knowledge. That's called increasing your knowledge and ability to obtain knowledge. Why? I didn't understand what I was reading. Now I'm fully aware, so I've been doing my homework. Bottom line is, that's what you do. Get knowledge of self. It works. Trust me, it'll serve you. This day, right thinkers, we're going to talk about the thinker, the knower, and the doer are all you. But these are things you need to do to better yourself. Let's go. And hear that Trinity again. We just did the Trinity. Trinity pops up again. Let's talk about it. Right thinkers are the thinker. You learn how to think right. Right thinkers are the thinker. You, the individual. Come to right thinking, philosophy follower, educate right thinking, you learn how to think right. A lot of us think we thinking, but we don't know what to think about. Why we thinking of it? So you ain't thinking right. No offense. That's what it is. Thinking is a must, but you must think right and obtain knowledge of self. You don't want to think about somebody else. You want to get information about somebody else. You want information for yourself. So in order to think, that's what you have to do. What's called due diligence. And George told us a long time ago, think. It ain't illegal yet. It's your birthright. That's free will. That's what we got this for. We get a blank slate. We put on it what we put on it. Our children's the same way. But you as an individual, you have to feel it your own. Before you can give them, you need to get your own. Right thinking is my way of life. I teach you how to think right. Why? Because that's what I do for you. Right thinking, okay, you learn right thinking philosophy, and then what? You live it. You're now a thinker. Why? Because you're thinking before you're acting. Your thoughts is progressing. Your thoughts are moving you to become what? Next level is learning. Right thinking philosophy will make you a knower. Not a believer, not a faithful, no, a knower. Why? Because truth should be known. And there's ways that you can know the truth. Watch this. Right thinking philosophy is based on what? Truth. Knowing thyself, not believing thyself. I explained that concept a while ago, so I can go on there back and forth with that. But I don't need to believe, I need to know. That's what I teach. Knowledge, knowing. I know the knowledge you need to have in order to what? Know thyself. That's what I do for you. This is for you. I've done it for me. Now I'm teaching it for you. That's what I do for you. Let's go. Watch this. If you're a believer in God, you're a fan. Then you don't know God. If you did, you wouldn't believe, you would know. I made that argument a while, I'm not going back, but that's the concept I'm going to keep interjecting whenever I can. Everyone who have had, watch this, a but God moment should know God for themselves. It ain't what somebody said. No, you should know, my man, look, I know God. My conversation with him is for my personal thing. I ain't gonna probably let you know. Yeah, I know him. Now, it's a daily thing. Now I just know him. I communicate with him on the regular. That's what I do for you. What you learn from my right thinking philosophy will make you a knower of God. Why? I'm going to introduce you to you, so you're going to meet God yourself. Without a near-death experience, without something supernatural happen. No, you need to just have knowledge. And once you reach that Nihas, you know him without a whole bunch of hoorah-rah. Just with knowledge of self and living and doing the things you learn about. It's not brain surgery. Our ancestors wasn't that smart intellectually, but they had common sense. My grandmother said, I got 6th grade education, but you can't fool me. So understand that. Knowing yourself, you won't be fooled spiritually or mentally. What's we at now? Okay, here you go. Living what you learn. Maya, aka right thinking philosophy. Now you're a doer. Once you think about it, you learn it. Once you conceptualize it, now you know it. Now you gotta implement it. Now you gotta manifest it. Now you become the doer. I mastered my God and Goddess concepts over the years, and then I lived them. I became a doer in all the aspects. That's when you master the craft at the 3rd level. The 3rd level, not the first 2, was 3. You know it's more than that, but we just did it with the first 3. And again, on a chain of 7, 3 won't get you past Amen. Little tidbit there. So you got to go higher. That's the concept. Watch this. Doing the right thing. Excuse me. I tell you, I do what I do for you because I want you to be a doer also. That means you know yourself. You can do the right thing. That's going to help you get where you want to go. To the next level. Mentally, spiritually. And then you can manifest anything you like. Doing the right thing is being a doer. You do what you have to do. That's what doers do. I do what I do for you. That's what I do. I'm a doer. Right thinkers are doers because you do what you have to do every day to get better. I tell you, I'm preparing. I'm practicing for greatness. That means every day I have to do what? Do. Well, man, say, don't think, don't try, do. Right thinking is all about doing you and the right thing daily. When you get good at routinely doing the right thing, treating people right, living right, going through your life, acting like you got some sense and living a good life, that's all he asks. All these are really me. Thinking, doing, thinking, knowing, and doing. That's the true trinity of the individual who have to advance spiritually and with knowledge. These are the things you have to do, okay? All 3 of these are really in you. Right thinkers, when you are the thinker, the knower, and the doer, aka you are a master of yourself. But you have to do all three and master them all. Not have a little bit of this and know about that one and try that. It don't work that way. Mastery meaning you've done the best you could at every level. Mastery. That's what it's about. All right. Okay, right here. I'm a right thinker. I use my spiritual discipline daily to do things I do for myself first. And then if it's something I need to do, I'm going to do my job to do what I do for you also. That's the motto. I'm going to do. Don't get much done. I'm a knower of myself because I'm a right thinking philosophy master after years of study and practice. Years. I'm a doer of right thinking. I'm a doer of what? The right thing daily. Yes, I'm a master right thinker. These are things that you need to master on a day-to-day basis. And when you get that good at it, you can say, I mastered that also. But self-mastery is having total control over every aspect of yourself. Hence, master self. I think right. I know myself, and I do what? The right thing. Covering all the bases, that's what you have to do to be your best you. Master all three and be the master like me. Not bragging, just letting you know the work you put in, then you can appreciate the benefits that come with the work you put in. If you think right, know right, so you can do right, that's right thinking philosophy in a nutshell. I live that. I manifest that. I profess that. I teach that. All you got to do is adopt it, use it, try it yourself. You'll be saying, okay? If you're not thinking right, you can't know or do right. It starts with what? The thought process. Whenever people go down their luck or have a change in life, what changed? The way they think, the heart. That's what changes. You have to have that change. I'll teach you how to make that change. I'll teach you how to master all three phases like I did. That's why I do this. When you think, know, and do what's right, you're a master right thinker. Why? Because these are things I'm going to teach you how to master. And once you do them, that makes you a master. Last one, mastery of all these things won't happen overnight. But in time, listen to the master, you can be like Mr. Right. I appreciate you. I got more.